grams of plain flour, 50 grams of sugar, 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil, 1 egg, 50 grams of butter, 120 millilitres of hot milk, and a whole packet of yeast, and cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon mixed with 50 grams of brown sugar. And these are not essential, but I'm adding in a few raisins. So into my bowl, I'm adding my 250 grams of plain flour. You might need about 50 grams of extra flour at the end, depends how sticky your mixture is. Now I add my 50 grams of sugar, my sachet of yeast, give that a bit of a stir, and now I'm adding my 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm using sunflower oil, 1 egg, and my 120 millilitres of warm milk. You need the milk to be warm for the yeast, and keep stirring for about 3 minutes. At this point, you'll have a really sticky mixture. That's what your extra flour is for. Now, you add your extra flour, just enough to stop it from being sticky so you could roll it out. You need to just add enough flour so that it doesn't stick to your hands and you can get it out of the bowl to knead. So onto a lightly floured surface, use the palm of your hand to knead your dough, and you want to knead it for about 5 minutes. Now if it starts sticking to your hand like that, just get yourself an extra little bit of flour to knead. When you finish kneading it, you're going to roll it out. So push it down with your hand, try and get it into a rectangle shape if you can, and then using a rolling pin, roll it out flat. You might need a little bit more flour to help you roll it out. When you've got it into a good sized rectangle or square, you melt some butter. I did this in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Be careful because when it comes out the microwave it's really hot. And then coat the whole of your rectangle. And then sprinkle with your cinnamon and brown sugar mixture all over. I'm adding a little handful of raisins for extra flavour. And then gently lift up one side and then start to roll your whole pastry dough into a sausage. With your melted butter, cover well your grease-proof tin. On a chopping board with a sharp knife, just chop both ends off because there's not really any cinnamon in the ends. And then cut into inch size pieces and place face up in your baking tin, attached to each other like so. I've placed them in the centre of the tin because they're going to grow and expand. I'm going to leave them now for about an hour for the yeast to activate.